Hey, this is Shirrell with Imshirr DIY. Welcome to my channel. And if you're returning, welcome back and thank you for your support. Okay, so to get started with the split pot tutorial, I will need to paint the wall pocket hangers with the Waverly Chalk White paint. And conveniently, you just stick your hand in and hold it this way and paint all of it, including the top portion of it and the bottom of it. So paint it thoroughly. So now I'll just paint the back sides of all of these little pots, and then we'll move on to our next step. Okay, so now it's time to start to draw in the bumblebee's body. And as you know, it's known for its black stripes, so it shouldn't be too difficult to do. But I'll show you how I want you to set up the paint to paint the stripes. So to give it texture, as you know I love texture, we're going to use the lightweight spackling and put some of that in your mixing bowl, plate, whatever you want to use. So what you want to do now is get the two and hold them together and make sure all sides are even around the edges, and hold it there with one of your hands. If you're left-handed, right-handed, hold it there. It'll stay in place, I guess, because of the paint or whatever, but it doesn't move around as freely as it was moving around at first. So then we want to paint just the bottom portion, that circle on the bottom. Just paint that as best as you can. So that's what it should look like on the bottom. And now we're going to start we're only going to go maybe midways with the stripes, so there might be 3 stripes, maybe 4, I don't know. Now you want to start doing the stripes and you want to go all the way around. Now this might be a little challenging, but you can do it. So start just above the circle that you've already painted and just start to go around. And I will probably stop at the 3rd line up, but we'll see. But it looks like it's getting pretty close to the top. It's about midway, so that's what we wanted. So after you've done at least 3, what you want to do is hold it where it's dry and pull it apart. You don't want it to dry together because it is spackling and you've painted them together so that texture will suck into each other and stick. So this is what it should look like. You should have 2 of these. Just lay it down. Now that the red is fully dry, we'll get those 2 and put them together like we did the bumblebee. And we want to line them up just like the bumblebee. And what we'll do is we will take our brush and mixture from the bumblebee stripes, and we will start in the center and we will make a line like a triangle, So not a wide triangle, but a narrowed triangle. So you want to go down one side, slanted, and stop when you get to the bottom, and then go down the other side, like that. And now you want to fill that in one side because it doesn't look even. Do whatever you need to do to make it look even. Now we're going to take the tip of the brush and dip it in the mixture and just dab it onto the pot like that. And we'll keep doing this all around the pot. And now that I look at it, I probably will want you to go ahead and bring this on down on the bottom. When you're done with your spots and the stripe down the center, again, you want to pull it apart. And okay, now it's time to put the two pots together to form a split pot. But first we want to go ahead and get our foam inside, floral foam. You want to, this foam can be used for 4 of these. So you want to split it this way, and then you want to split it this way. So then you'll end up with 4 pieces. Now that you have your 4 pieces, it's time to place them inside secure them inside of the pot. So just press some of the glue to the bottom of the pot, and then just force this down in there and just hold it for just a few seconds, and then you let it sit. So you want to do that to all 4 of your little pots. You want to go ahead and prepare your flowers to go down in the foam, into the foam, and you just cut some of the stems off. And this is what you'll put down in the foam. Okay, so to secure the 2 pots together, you want to use a zip tie, thread it through the holes in the back, and zip it together, but not extremely tight, but tight enough to secure it, but enough give to allow it to come apart. So even though it comes apart, you still want to, you want that to be secured by the zip tie, but enough so that it can still spread apart. Now, it's where you want it to be, so cut that. And now what you want to do is on the zip tie, make sure it's even. Make sure they're even. Let's see. They're standing apart evenly. All right. And then, let's see. Okay. That's pretty even and it's split. So now you want to hold it and glue down the zip tie area first. Glue that down, and that won't take it won't take long for that to get real thick and sticky. And now you'll want to hold it in place and don't burn yourself, and glue the center that's meeting. You want to glue where it meets in the center. And you really don't have to hold it at this point. Okay, now that the glue is dry, it's time to put the flowers in. And you want to, let's see an example. You want to make sure that the flowers are cut short enough. So sometimes it's best to measure before you actually put it in there, and that seems to be okay. So what I'll do is I'll put a little glue on the stem of the flower, the bottom stem of the flower, and just randomly, and since it's sitting inward, you want the flower to stay upward. You don't want them to be inward. And they have a wire in them so that you can always adjust it as you need to. So right now, and I'm not gonna really worry about the leaves because unfortunately, these were not the type of leaves that will push up to the top. So I'll have to go in and probably glue some leaves after I get the flowers placed where I want them. It's important that you hold your pot while you force the flower stem down into the foam just to keep it in place. Put enough leaves in it. You can also stick some Spanish moss along the sides of it as well. Okay. So this is the bumblebee split pot. And now we will do the same thing, and you arrange your flowers or whatever as you wish. And now we'll do the same thing for the ladybug split pot. Drying, I will go ahead and get my flowers stem. Alrighty, I think it's good and dry now. That's what it looks like, but you won't see it. Now it's time to start putting the flowers in, and thankfully these have the leaves. Again, you have the leaves, so be sure to put some moss down beside them across the front, just to add a finishing touch to it. Little moss goes a long way.